doubleheader. College of the Canyons Cougars taking on the Glendale College Vaqueros here on this Tuesday, first day of October. For our first WSC South contest of the season. Hi everybody, I'm Matt Robinson alongside Mark Neisel. Happy to have you in with us as always. Omari, the Cougars coming off of a quite high-scoring outburst, a 10-goal outburst a week ago against Allen Hancock College. Coming into their first game, riding pretty high, sitting at 4-2, trying to get off to the right foot in the Western State Conference South play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Cougars respond after that. That's a lot of goal scoring to have, and let's hope they continue to do that. And I'm excited to see this Glendale team, actually. This is the biggest Glendale team I think I've seen in a while. Ever since COVID, it was kind of hard to rebuild the teams out here. So I'm excited to see where they're at.
For College of the Canyons, like you said, it's a big Glendale roster, but for College of the Canyons, their last game, like we said, a 10-goal game. And they had two big goal scorers in that game. You look at the numbers for the team, for the Cougars. 22 goals for, 65 shots on goal, 65 shots, 38 of them on goal, 14 corner kicks, and 1 clean sheet on the season. But we were talking about those 2 goal scorers, and it was a big game for Alexa Garcia and Victoria Martinez. Each had 2 goals in the game. For Martinez, now 5 goals on the season. For Garcia, her first 2 goals of the year, both very instrumental in the attack the other day for College of the Canyons.
Yeah, and for Alexa Garcia, she's been in the number 6 position for Canyons, and it was exciting to see her take the shots, make it happen. She was making those shots happen, take the shots, and score those goals. So I'm curious if that did give her a little bit more confidence to do that tonight, and I'm excited to see if she does that and continues that.
On the other side for the Glendale Vaqueros, coming off a 4-1 win over LA City College, a nice start for them in that game against LA City College, but just trying to really keep this momentum going. 4-2-1 on the season, 2 clean sheets so far in the year, and like you said, a bigger roster than we've seen in the last number of years for this team. As we're just waiting on the officials to get us ready and get us going here. For College of the Canyons, they've won 4 of their last 5. They only lost a 2-0 shutout to Santa Barbara that snapped a 3-game winning streak. They're 10-0-3 in WSC conference openers since 2009. Their last conference opening loss came to L.A. Pierce College 2-1 here at College of the Canyons. So it's been a really good run for COC as of late in terms of WSC South openers. Just waiting on the opening kick. And we are underway. COC and Glendale. Glendale in their white uniforms moving to our right here in the first half. College of the Canyons in their traditional blues. Up over 100 degrees at first kick today. It was very warm all day today. 103 is what it currently says on AccuWeather. I think it got up to 105 at one point. Is Glendale with an early opportunity here. Bench able to knock that one away. The Cougars escaped some danger on the first really chance of the game.
A little bit of contact there, maybe setting the tone for the game here. Can imagine we're going to be seeing a couple water breaks between these halves.
Yeah, with temperatures being up in the 100 degrees, I would imagine that be the case. Little shoulder shiver that time by one of the Cougars on one of the Vaqueros. Ball goes rolling out of play. It was Bailey Williamson in over on the contact. Cougars get a throw in. There's Alexa Garcia right back off of it. She'll send it back to Vivian Martinez. Martinez and Soler, 2 of the captains on the team. The other is Ashley Striegel, who you'll see in the middle at midfield attacking spot for her, number 22. Keep an eye on her. One of the leading scorers for College of the Canyons this season. As Striegel with 4 goals, an assist, and 9 points this year. Just a goal behind Victoria Martinez for the goal-scoring lead.
So far, the Cougars have been able to move it around with not too much pressure. There has been pressure, but not too much from Glendale here.
So here's a chance for Striegel. Dumps it off. Now a shot on goal and a good save. Kiana Madera with a really good look that just goes by. And a nice save by Ansley Stevenson, the goalkeeper for Glendale. think it was actually, they whistle an offside on the play
Yes,
as well?
it was an offside. She was a little bit offside. I'd probably say a foot offside. Got to be watching that in those opportunities up top.
Nonetheless, I would say a really good save on
Yeah.
by Stevenson.
Yeah,
regardless.
absolutely. That was a hard left-footed shot, and she was able to get her hands on that.
Canyon's trying to go back to work. Here's Martinez with it. In the middle, Striegel a right-footed strike. Stevenson with a good save. Ball's loose. Canyons with a chance. And Madera will put it in the back.
It's offside.
And another offside flag. Thank you, Mari. It's the second one. It was a late whistle. The Cougars already popped it in the back, but 2 offside on the play.
And again, we definitely have to be careful on those offsides, especially in these goal-scoring opportunities. There's a great rebound by Martinez up top. And a great idea to pass it over to Madera there, but unfortunately she just needs to watch her line a little bit closer.
So ball goes out, and it'll be a throw-in for College of the Canyons here. Sorry, I noticed my stat sheet didn't update. So actually, Striegel and Martinez are tied for the team lead in goals with 5 apiece. Canyons on the attack once again. Monty 40 down that far side. Couldn't do much with it. It goes out. It'll be a goal kick.
The way Glendale sets up on that goal kick allows for the Cougars to have majority of their defensive movement pushed all the way up. I think Glendale, if they want to get out of the back there, they need to start pushing up a tiny bit more and force Canyons to move back.
Here's a good ball right through the middle, and Bench going to come out and collect it before Gianna Moore could get to it. Good read by the keeper, Bench. That's going to be very important today. Bench last week, really against Alan Hancock, her and Annabella Gonzalez were not challenged at all, not really active at all. I think other than a late goal from Alan Hancock, the Cougars really not challenged at all defensively in the match.
Yeah, they did have a lot of time to move the ball back there. But when we did see, when we have seen Bench put her hands on the ball, she has come out and aggressively. She is one of those keepers that makes the decision early and goes with it.
Canyons on first touch off the throw-in. Glendale with a takeaway for a moment, but the Cougars get it back. Now they need to communicate as Goodman and Mazariego were running into, Marquez were running into one another.
Some great footwork by Goodman on the side here. Just a little bit of a miscommunication right there in the middle. I think all the players thought it was outside, but from our angle, it was right on the line.
So here's Canyons once again with it. Martinez will send it far side. Canyons trying to go to work offensively, already with 2 opportunities that were taken off the wall on offside calls.
A great touch across.
Now a shot that just goes wide. That one taken by Victoria Martinez. Martinez feeling it as of late. As we said, 2 goals against Alan Hancock. A good output for her in that one. And as you see here, just ready to fire away. And Mari, you really got to like that from Martinez, that willingness to send the ball on right now.
Yeah. It's been really fun to watch her be more confident in her attack, and that includes assists and shots and goals.
This one sent out towards midfield. There's Vivian Martinez on first touch. Then Striegel tripped on the ball on the second touch. And Hilario trying to go the other way. She'll flip to the middle of the field. Knocked down by Sophia Solar. Gets some help from Goodman as the ball pinballed around. And Solar going to play it all the way back to Bench, who needs to be confident in that first touch and is. Got it to Garcia. Long run for Garcia with some room to operate. Lost the ball. She tried to stop it up. Glendale trying to counter. Could not.
And we talk about confidence on the back line. This back line is very confident that they have each other's back. If someone steps, they know that their next defender is gonna fill in and take over while they either move up with the attack or, get back and help out and get back into position.
Glendale kind of playing a trap right here as they let the Cougars roll it forward. That ball defended away by Pineda. Canyons will come back up with it here. And we'll have a whistle for a foul on Canyons, and it'll be a Glendale free kick in the middle of the field.
I think it might have been a little bit of a handball. A little bit of Striegel got her elbow on it.
Clearly, you're paying attention, and I've not. That's the third time today that I have not seen what happened.
It's over 100 degrees. It's all right.
It's been a long day. I've been up for about 12 hours already, so. This one popped out by Goodman. It'll be a throw-in for Glendale. Zarofsky will throw it in. Solar will volley it right back out. No score, Canyons and Glendale. Just about 10 minutes into this first half. There's Messier rolling through. Canyons going to smartly just let it roll out to relieve the pressure and have Bench kick it away.
Quickly gets played in. I think that was a good move there. It's been, it is, I will give it to them. It is over 100 degrees. It has been a little slow on the ball today. Or off the ball, I would say.
Yeah, Glendale very content right now, it seems, to just let Canyons control possession and kind of play back in their defensive half and just try and counter when they get an opportunity. Cougars content to just control as well and just kind of play catch on the back line for the moment.
And take their opportunities when they see fit.
Here's Garcia trying to send it down to the corner to Monteforti.
Great ball down.
Monteforti tries a quick cross. Sliding out was the Glendale keeper, and Stevenson. The ball pinballed around for a moment, and it'll result in a Canyons corner. So, will they feel the mic? So Canyons will get a corner here. Cougars have done a good job generating corners this year. Talked about 14 corners, 25th most in the state. Striegel ran all the way out towards midfield. Now she's going to run down as the Cougars will play it kind of shallow here.
Oh.
Striegel's shot was blocked. As charging out was one of the Glendale defenders. Looked like it was Yusfian charging out to deflect it. And now Glendale with a chance behind the defense here, trying to get back are the Cougars. Chance for the Vaqueros, a shot that's stopped by Bench as Moore was behind the defenders, and Bench with a good challenge deflects it away.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that initial pass down or into the middle there for the second forward is offside.
Yeah, I thought both of them were.
Yeah. He held up his flag right at the end there. I don't know what he was thinking there. But nonetheless, we have corner kick for Glendale.
Yeah, Glendale with a corner coming. Herrera stepping over to take it. Cougars trying to organize here. Glendale with a good attack chance now on a set piece. In turn, Bench collects. Lost it for a second, but picked it up off the bounce after it fell out of her hands.
Offside or not, I think that Glendale attack should be a little bit of a wake up call for Canyons.
Yeah, it was almost as though everybody was pressed well forward, and Glendale just caught him in a counter.
And that's sometimes the thing with these types of games. It's a little slow moving, so it's easy to mentally keep that going, even in defense.
And remember, too, we've talked about it. The schedule's been kind of an odd one for Canyons. They have not played a lot in the month of September, really. And you talk about 3 games in the last 3 weeks, only Tuesday matches. So maybe a little rust, as here's a chance for Striegel. Has Martinez streaking through the middle. Good ball on the run from Martinez to the outer side of the box. Martinez will try and ship it in with the left, and stopped by Stevenson. But that's a good counter from Canyons.
Yeah, it's great counter from Canyons. I think we need a little bit of more like diversity of runs within the box. But I think that was a good work down the field.
Stevenson just going to roll it out. Glendale going to play it up. Sarofsky on the near side. Plenty of room for her to operate. Waits on a challenge from Goodman. Sends it to the middle of the field, cutting across Alexa Garcia. Garcia now with some room to work. I think Garcia wanted to switch it to the far side to Monteforti, but she wasn't paying attention, had her back turned. Instead, this one shipped in towards Striegel, coming out. Stevenson, good play by Stevenson that time. Knowing Striegel's charging in on a good run on a nice ball from Vivian Martinez. And the keeper, the only one that can make that play. Here's Marquez. Striegel then will play it back. As her and Madera played catch for a second. Now Madera with it once again. Challenged. Has it taken off her foot by Miranda. Was able to get it back from her and get it to Felicia Marquez, who will send it back into the middle to Alexa Garcia. Switches the play to Monteforti on the far side. Now to Williamson. Williamson around one. Trying to get around a second. Got it to Striegel. Striegel trying to one-touch that, but was kind of facing the wrong direction when she did. Popped it up in the air, and it's a goal kick.
I know it's 100 degrees outside. I know it is. I know it's hot. I know. I've been there. It's just there seems to be a lot of playing the ball and walking afterwards, or not finishing the play. And not that I don't think a one-touch shot would have been a bad idea there. That's just an example. I think there's more we could do with it. I think it's just honing in a little bit more, focusing a little bit more, choosing the best option. I think Canyons just needs to finish the play, just finish the play out.
And when you say finish the play on that with the one touch, do you mean Striegel needs to know her surroundings, know she has maybe a half step more, can get herself
Yeah, I
a
mean,
little
she
better
had the
position?
time, right? I mean, maybe that's not on her. Maybe she didn't know that. But that also comes into Canyons or your team telling you whether you have time or not.
That's why we pair the big bucks, ladies and gentlemen. Mari Kniesel, of course, the all-time leading scorer in women's soccer history here at College of the Canyons. Single season record as well. So the creds are there. We're going to find some video of you one day and throw it up.
I found my huddle video the other day.
Oh, you better not tell me that. I have a project.
I made it, so I don't know if you're going to be too thrilled with that one.
I have a project for tomorrow.
This was before we had these videos and these cameras. So it's a little
I don't know. Now
quality's rough.
now I think soccer webcast gonna have that on it as we go back to work. Canyons gonna get a throw in here. But just we got to throw that in there just so you know Mari is very well accomplished in the soccer game. So if there's anybody qualified to talk about what's happening on the field, it is certainly her. As we go back to work with Canyons, trying to get on an attack here for Goodman. Sends it with the left foot on a cross that's cut away by Glendale, and it'll be a Canyons throw-in.
Goodman is so good in small spaces. Her footwork is so good. We've seen her take on a couple players at once with just in small spaces, and she kept it in on the line, and she has a player coming at her. She just knows where those players are coming to her and defending her, and she's able to just get out of it or make a pass. She already sees the pass she's going to make, and she makes it. It's really fun to watch her with the ball.
Cougars a little different look on the corner this time with both Striegel and Garcia there. They'll go quick. Striegel will just pop it out to Garcia. Garcia going to strike it with the right foot. Maybe that's a little bit of a wrinkle from last week after seeing Garcia from distance last week on both her goals came from outside the box just trying to strike things.
Why not? This is the most diversity in corner kicks we've seen for the Canyons in a long time. We've had two different kind of corner kicks that they've ran, and I like it. I think it's good. I think they need that diversity.
Little change of pace as Canyons now with it once again. Garcia, little step over move, will now drop it off Marquez. She'll send far side to Monty 40. Monty 40 with room to run. Trying to attack the box. Dumps it off on the outside. Trying to get it to Victoria Martinez, but she can't get it before the end line. So no score, about 20 minutes into this first half. Canyons, a couple of opportunities that are taken off the board due to an offside flag. Glendale's had a few opportunities on transition chances against Canyons, but neither team able to score so far here in the WSC South opener for both these teams. Canyons will get a deep throw in here on just a miscommunicated pass by Glendale. That ball bouncing. The Cougars just flip it into the middle. It was Madera that had first contact. And now Striegel going to be whistled for a foul, just trying to play a bouncing ball.
I wanted to see a one-touch volley shot in that one.
Yep, you jumped up over here.
Thought we were going to see it for a second.
Thought we were going to get a patented Jesse Munoz paper toss. We did not.
No, my paper's not folded or in my hands yet, so can't happen. No, but I mean, these are the kind of games. If you have the opportunities, you need to try that. You need to start thinking about that as a forward. Where can I take my shots? That was a perfect opportunity to attempt one of those shots. Those are hard.
Here's really good work by Striegel to stay on this ball. Little step over move again. Not afraid to use her body. Striegel does have to be careful. Has a few yellows on the season, 3 of them to be exact, but certainly not afraid to play physical as she's able to keep possession for Canyons that time. Now Vivian Martinez. Alexa Garcia in the middle trying to turn. She'll get it back to Martinez. Maybe to set something here. Martinez has a good right leg. Not afraid to try and put one into the box and does to Madera, who tried to volley it towards, but didn't get a clean strike on it.
Glendale's done a really good job in the last 10 minutes of forcing the Cougars to go wide in their attack.
Another foul called on Canyons on a 50-50 ball. So we'll get a Glendale free kick. Jordan Molareza will be the one to take it. That one will bounce over the head of a few bodies from each side, and bench will come out and gather it right at the top of the 18.
More up top has been challenging bench since the beginning of the game, whenever she's had the opportunity. And she did set that tone and says, I'm going to be here. Wherever the ball's at, I'm going to be there.
Here's Victoria Martinez now the other way for Canyons on an attack. Plenty of room for her to move after she stepped over a few defenders. Still looking behind Striegel on the first pass. Lays it off to Marquez. Chips it back into the middle, defended away, but Marquez right there again takes a shot that's stopped by Stevenson. Cleared out by Glendale towards the near side touchline. The Vaqueros will take over as Angie Garcia able to clear it out to the midline. Solar with one on will set it off Goodman. Trying to get it to Madera, but it was out of her reach. Picked up by Moore. Moore's pass on the near side, not going to connect with the intended target of Garcia, and the Cougars will get a throw in. Slow pace here to start. Neither team with a goal on the board. But both teams with chances here early on. Monty 40 now to work for Canyons. In the middle to Victoria Martinez. Her first touch wasn't as clean as she'd like it to be. It was popped away for a second. Cougars get it back. Williamson across, looking for Striegel. Defended away by Pineda. And then cleared out by Molareza. Back towards midfield where Goodman tries to take over. Goodman popped it in the air. Then pinballs around back off of Goodman. It'll be a Glendale throw. Lario tries to send it through the middle. Vivian Martinez on first touch knocks it down. Got it to Garcia. Canyons will send it far side here. Vivian Martinez's pass knocked down. Alario back the other way. Yeah. The athletic training cart whipping by us on the near sideline.
I guess I don't know any other direction they're going to go, to be
Yeah,
fair.
there's not another direction behind the goal, I guess. Glad I didn't move the tables up. They would have had nowhere to go. And we'll get a timeout here on the field. The water break for both these teams. No score here in the first half. Glendale and College of the Canyons. Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network as we continue on here. First half action, Glendale and College of the Canyons after the water timeout. Not to be confused with the 2-minute timeout in football. We get that now, the 2-minute timeout.
Oh,
Not the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute timeout in
get
college
that
football.
now.
Just remember that.
Well,
Nobody wants to get sued by the NFL. So we go back to work. Solar with it. Canyons.
Oof.
Goodman kind of indecisive.
She saw a player behind Marquez in the middle and decided, oh, last minute, I'm not going there. Good choice. Good choice.
Vivian Martinez will play it up the far side. Monty 40 with plenty of room to operate here. Dumps it off. Williamson in the middle of the field, pressured right away. Good step up that time from the Glendale defender, Pineda.
Talk about communication in the middle there. That's where you pass someone a ball, you see someone on their back, you have to tell them, man on, there's someone behind you.
So throw in coming for Canyons here. Marquez trying to spring Striegel too far out in front of her. Stevenson, though, smartly to come out and play it. Canyons on second touch on the clear by Stevenson. Victoria Martinez tries a right-footed strike that's blocked. Now trying to work into the middle of the field. Not sure who the pass was intended for. Glendale able to take it, and they'll work the other way. Hilario trying to spring Garcia, defended by Vivian Martinez.
I'm okay with Martinez up top trying to make things happen. I mean, she had a few players around her, but she wants the ball. She wants to shoot, and I love to see that.
And she got a clean strike on that right-footed chance. It was just a better job by Glendale to have a couple of bodies there to defend it.
And especially in this game, it's a little slow, lethargic a little bit. We need a player to come through and be aggressive and make it happen.
And that's kind of what we've been waiting on. We've talked about it a lot if you've seen the webcasts here for women's soccer, how Canyon's kind of lacking that real heavy presence on the offensive side. They kind of have it with Striegel and Martinez as a two-headed monster. As here's Striegel tries to lay it off Martinez. The flag not up. She'll send it back to the other side to Williamson, and it just goes out of play. As Martinez maybe didn't see a clean look at it. As Stevenson was out to challenge. I think you'd rather see Martinez take that one, try and pop it over the top of her, but instead it's a goal kick here. Maybe a little gun shy after the first two offside flags that happened against Canyons on similar plays.
I'm not sure. I'm surprised actually that Martinez did not take that shot. I don't know if she saw something different than from where we are, but it looked like she could have had a small touch to her right and just placed it in there, but maybe she saw something we didn't.
I think we were waiting on a Glendale sub. I saw the flag go up for a sub, and now there's some confusion on the sideline in front of the Glendale bench here. I think Bella Herrera was coming off. I think they were trying to send Haley Sarofsky back on. But now it seems as there's some sort of issue with Sarofsky. I see Patty Villanueva, the athletic trainer, over there talking to the Glendale bench. So Glendale playing a man down right now. Now it seems as though there was a jersey change. Or 6 didn't have a jersey on. Michelle Saris coming in. I don't know. I'm very confused by what's going on the far side of the field.
We're all confused. Someone came off, looks maybe for some sort of injury, and I don't know if they were prepared to have anyone come on. And that's as far as I can get on that.
So here's Marquez. Canyons trying to break through. They've had some opportunities. Here's Goodman now with it. Goodman, a couple of touches, trying to get around defender 1v1. It's a pretty good job by Benuelos to stay with her that time. And Glendale gets a takeaway. Messier trying to feed it through the middle. Garcia was trying to run onto it, but Bench was there first. Now she'll send it to Solar. Solar just taking her time working the ball forward. Here's Marquez. Trying to ship it down towards the corner, defended out by Glendale as Miranda was on it, and Canyons will get a throw in. How much of that in the heat, Mari, trying to send those long runs is going to affect you as the game continues on?
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to use the ball in speed and space and make quick combination passes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to tire them out a little bit more, and we've already seen it in the, I'd say, first 30 minutes of the game, which is fair. I mean, this is tough weather they're playing, but I think Canyons is better served. I mean, so is Glendale better served playing to feet, and the quicker through balls instead of the long balls.
Frederick into the game for Victoria Martinez. Canyons trying to push that one back into the box again. Williamson able to get a takeaway down low, but couldn't do anything with it. She just couldn't get a strike on it to cross it through the middle. It's almost, I think of it like, remember, I come from a hockey background. The puck moves faster than you do. Same kind of concept with the ball, I would imagine, especially in the heat today. Try and make connections and combinations to work the ball forward instead of those long runs and those long run passes.
Yeah. And Canyons either needs to make that adjustment at halftime or right now, because it will get old for the forwards. I think we had a little bit of a change. Martinez came off.
Yeah, Frederick on.
Yeah, and they looks like they moved Williamson to that 9 position.
Here's Striegel, right-footed strike, and this one finds a home. Striegel gets her 6th of the year, and Canyons with a 1-0 lead.
That's her 6th, yeah.
So the Cougars get exactly what they've been looking for the entirety of the first half. Striegel from about 23 out, and it's a 1-0 Canyons lead. Comes in the 35th minute for Ashley Striegel.
Yeah, that was one of those no question shots where it leaves her foot and you know it's going in the back of the net. It's a great strike.
So she recaptures the goal-scoring lead with her 6th of the year. Cougars with a 1-0 advantage inside of 10 minutes to go in the first half. Garcia able to get a takeaway. She'll try and go to work.
She worked for that ball.
Frederick now with it. Been really impressed with Alexa Garcia over the last 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's not a tall girl either. But she plays like she is. She's strong on the ball, strong in her decision making, and we've seen she can score goals.
Garcia just 5'2", plays like she's 7'5". Though.
Yeah.
Physical along the ball, very confident with it through the middle.
Yeah. Very good at distributing along the backside and through the middle and to the outsides.
And we've seen plenty of speed along with her too. She can move and really has done a lot to come back and help.
Yeah.
Solar, Martinez, Goodman in the back line as well. So it looks like Canyon's a slight change with Goodman back there. It's really generally Solar and Martinez with Goodman and Monteforti kind of pressed up a little bit. They've kind of gone to a three-player back line for the moment with a 1-0 lead.
And that might not be a bad choice as long as they're able to keep their structure. I think the goal here is to score as many goals as possible, sooner than later. And then that way, you can be a little more relaxed on the defensive side.
It's going to be a long back pressure run for Marquez. Solar sees it, steps up, drives it away from Garcia. Monteforti on the other side after the ball switched. Plays it back to Alexa Garcia for Canyons. In the middle, Solar pressing ahead. Solar trying to chip to Marquez. First touch by Glendale. Second by Striegel. Striegel will lay it off. Marquez on the near side looking to try and set one up. Cleared away by Glendale, but not out of play. It'll stay in. Goodman trying to step up to take it away from Banuelos. Does on second effort. Now cuts back to her left. Takes a left-footed strike that bounces in, and Stevenson with an easy stop. Stevenson been busy today.
Yeah, and from all angles. There's you have Goodman, who's a outside back, coming up and taking some shots.
Both teams have had some good chances, especially off counters. Glendale trying to get one there, but it's driven out of play by Sofia Solar, who cut across to take it away from Angie Garcia that time. Ball thrown into play. Glendale trying to work it to the middle of the field. Solar able to clear it back out towards the center circle. Gives Fian first touch. Canyons will get second touch. Madera just a little too quick with the pass, as Williamson didn't really have much of a run at it. Now Madera with a pass that just rolls ahead of Williamson. Good defense by Molareza that time. Uses her body to shield the ball, and Glendale back the other way. Garcia and Solar tied up. Solar able to win it. Marquez. Solar again. Goodman back to Marquez. And Canyons will switch it to the far side to Monteforti. One touch in the middle was looking for Frederick out of her reach. Madison Messier will send it to the middle. There's Angie Garcia again. Is it taken off her foot? Monteforti with a long run. Trying to throw it into the middle and just kind of threw it right into a Glendale defender.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any reason to rush that pass through, especially when it's not, it's going to have to be the perfect pass.
Offside flag on the near side. As Banuelos just a step ahead of the Canyons defense that time. Goodman able to draw her off. He's asking you, Brendan. I'll be the right person to ask. Don't ask me.
Only if I can hear you. Like very muffled speaking.
Here's Vivian Martinez back to the middle of the field. Frederick right at the center stripe. Monteforti will collect now. And Alexa Garcia.
Yeah, it looks like Glendale's just waiting for them to send the ball. And, I mean, we've seen the Cougars do both, so they can do both. But it looks like that's kind of been their game right now is let them send the ball, we'll scoop it up and move forward that way.
Yeah, Glendale exclusively on counters really have been their attacks today. Nothing really controlled and sustained. Maybe it's a little bit of a self-preservation scenario with the
I mean, that's what I was thinking. We haven't seen them play before this season, but I could imagine that's kind of a little bit of a tactic. It is hot. If they kept putting pressure on the Cougars as they move the ball around, they would not be able to sustain that.
Glendale this year, you look 4-2-1 on the season. They come in unbeaten in their last two. Had a clean sheet against East LA, but also didn't score against East Los Angeles. Then beat LA City 4-1. Two of their wins this season have come against LA City.
It seems to be a little bit of a different Glendale team than I think we've seen in the last few years. They do seem a little more structured and dare say put together.
I would say that's a very good assessment considering the last four matches between the two. Canyons has outscored Glendale 25-0, not including the goal today. Last season, the Cougars beat Glendale by scores of 7-0 and 3-0. They put up their highest scoring output since the pandemic, beating Glendale 11-0 back in 2022 here on the Cougar at the Cougar soccer facility, or excuse me, 2021 at the Cougar soccer facility before beating them 4-0 on the road. So you talk about the Cougars' 26 unanswered goals against Glendale, and that's just going back to the pandemic. That's
Yeah.
not even going back before.
Yeah, but it's good to see. I mean, we need more of that competition in here, and I think Glendale's given it.
So here's Striegel, another chance, just didn't get a lot on it. Oh, no, I was right. It's actually 2022, 2023. They did not play in 2021. Should just read my notes. You know, I write these notes for myself and then I try and not read them as I talk. It just doesn't always work. This Canyon's back to work. Striegel had a decent opportunity, just didn't really get a lot on it. Or inside of 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Might have a little bit extra due to the water break, but I don't think they'll add much time on. This ball sent down to the Canyon side of midfield. Solar, the only one around it. Plenty of time to collect and play it back to bench. There's Vivian Martinez now. Marquez. Chip. Defended. Pineda was the one there.
Yeah, come second half, the Cougars are going to have to capitalize on their opportunities. I think they are doing, I mean, within the last 10, 15 minutes, they've fallen into what Glendale wants them to do.
That was a good ball, just a step ahead with Striegel. I think you're exactly, and I don't think, I know you're exactly right. Glendale very much in a trap right now.
They're happy to play that way and take their opportunities up top whenever they come. And that can be so dangerous because if you capitalize on those opportunities, all of a sudden you're tied 1-1 in a game where you're out shooting your opponent.
Really out controlling, out possessing the ball too. We don't unfortunately keep possession metrics. I wish we did, but we don't.
Yeah.
But I would say it's probably 70-30 Canyons in favor of the possession right now. And Glendale really hasn't possessed the ball on Canyons half of midfield for more than split seconds here and there.
Yeah.
So here's Garcia now to work. In the middle, Williamson trying to turn. She's on her left foot, moves it back to her right. Sent it to Striegel on the far side. Striegel will dump it back off to Monteforti, who's charging ahead now. Back to Striegel at the top of the box. Striegel, right-footed strike just over the top bar. It's a pretty good look from Striegel. I think
Can't
they're
tell.
going to add 2 minutes on here.
Okay.
That's what I saw the official put up 2 fingers.
Really seen Striegel staying high the last, I'd probably say the second half of this first half. And taking the shots. That was another great shot, just a little wide.
Striegel, the main attacker right now for Canyons, I would say, with Martinez off the field. Although Williamson and Garcia, as we've said, have shown some prowess in it as well this year.
I think Williamson has every opportunity to be a lead goal scorer this season.
Just 3 so far in the year for her. She's in the right space right now, but it's defended away and across. As Frederick just maybe didn't get enough height on it. Now Garcia back in the middle to Striegel.
And
Not a very good first touch from Striegel. Go ahead, Mari.
So far, seeing Williamson's strength is on the ball. It's when she carries the ball, she's able to move quickly through players and either distribute or use that to shoot. So I think having her either I think she's in the middle right now. It looks like having her on the outside would probably be a really good position. I mean, she is on the outside, but right now she's in the middle. I just want to see her have the ball in her foot and move through players, either distribute or shoot more. And I think if she does that, she'll be one of the lead goal scorers this year.
Just a freshman out of Canyon High School, so should get another year of her here at College of the Canyons. It's just a few more moments left here in the first half. Vivian Martinez volleys that Ball away. Canyon's trying to go on a counter here. A little slow to get going, though. Striegel right at the center circle. Ran into a couple of Glendale defenders. Now turns the ball over, but Solar there to flip it away. Glendale keeps it in play instead of just letting it roll out. Vaquero's going to try and go to work here. Hilario, her pass. Too far ahead. Bench will pick it up. And that will end the first half. Canyons will take a 1-0 lead in the halftime break here from College of the Canyons. And a goal by Ashley Striegel, her 6th of the year. The Cougars with a 1-0 lead. We'll step aside. Second half action. We come back.
Hey there, Cougar. I forgot the Cougar's name.
Oh, I know it is. Wait, I forgot its name too.
Hey, bro, what's that cat's name again?
I have no idea. Who is that again? I forgot.
Who is that?
Hey, do you need help getting registered? Let's find your schedule. What's your name again?
Hey, Cooper, come on in. Are you here for a student ID card?
Oh, it's Cooper. The Cougar's name is Cooper.
Oh, Cooper.
I don't know. Man, I don't know, man.
Man,
That's Cooper, man.
no, that's Cougar.
Cooper the Cougar. Yeah, that's Cooper.
Okay.
Wait, isn't your name Cooper?
Here we go, Cooper. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Hey, Chancellor, Cooper is here to see you.
Cooper, thanks for coming in to see me, but I have just one question for you. What's your last name?
Here we go again.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you, UCLA Health.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
Welcome back into the Cougar soccer facility as we get ready for second half action between College of the Canyons and Glendale. Cougars with a 1-0 lead over Glendale here as we go into the second half. And the Cougars will start with the ball. As we go back to work. Change in goal for Glendale. Liliana Reynoso is in goal for the Vaqueros. I think Ansley Stevenson now up front for Glendale, or in the middle of the field for Glendale.
That's pretty
Little
cool.
change.
You don't see that very often.
So here's Canyons back to work. Garcia will ship it on outside. Goodman will go to work on the far side, but it's going to be a throw-in for Glendale. For Canyons, the changes, Mari, what do you think they were going into the second half?
I mean, they weren't moving the ball terribly in the first half by any means. I think changes going forward is going to be change of speed, on and off the ball. I think there needs to be an increase of intensity as they move forward, because what they were doing wasn't bad. It was just a little slower than what they absolutely can be doing.
So Glendale trying to go back the other way. Vivian Martinez with a takeaway. On the other side for Glendale, what do you think they changed going into the second half here to try and get back within or back even in this match?
I think a little bit of the same thing. I think they need to be a little more aggressive on the ball moving forward. And it looks like, and maybe I didn't notice in the first half, but it looks like their number 9, Gianna Moore, is right up with Soler and Martinez in the back. Soler and Martinez in the back, playing up high. And since they do like to play the ball up for her to run onto, that's probably a good play for how they move the ball forward.
So right now looking for the equalizer, trailing by a goal. As we talked about in the first half, Canyons really controlled possession in the first half. They really controlled the pace of play. Glendale was very content to just defend. And the more you continue on with that, the harder it's going to be for you to come back in this match, trailing by a goal right now. So we'll see if Glendale tries to get an attack going here. Marquez able to get the ball away. She wins it from Hilario.
Yeah, and if you're Canyons, you're looking to capitalize right now.
As here's Striegel, a shot, a diving right-handed stop by Reynoso. And Glendale clears it out for a throw-in for Canyons deep. That's a nice save from Reynoso on a tough first chance against.
Yeah, it looks like Striegel's continuing her attack from that first half, which is good. The Canyons needs that. They're only up by a goal. I know it feels like it's more, but they are only up by a goal. And we saw last game, though they won 10-1, they did have a letdown in the last minute of play, and they were able to get one in on the Cougars, and that can happen. So you need to mitigate the chances of losing or tying from that way.
So here's Monteforti now for Canyons. To Williamson. Back off to Monteforti. Tries service. To the middle of the box. Good service that time, but the volley from Madera on the far side goes up over the goal, but that is a really good set from Canyons.
Yeah, and they need to keep pressing forward.
Glendale trying to work a clear. They'll get one here as Monteforti just plays it out. And I would imagine you see a lot of that in the second half as well. A lot of balls just kind of played out of play. Get yourself a quick rest.
Yeah. And I don't even know if she needed to get any touch on that. I think it was coming out of bounds, and they could have had a throw in.
Glendale trying to work back up the field here. Sephian challenged off of it. Canyons not able to get it ahead as Stevenson cut it off. Cougars now get a takeaway with Goodman in the middle. Kind of bumped off the ball for a minute by Sarovsky, but still on it here as she recovered, and we'll play it back to Sophia Soler.
Yeah, it looks like Glendale is taking taking away the channels that, or they're trying to take away the channels that Canyons likes to play through, especially through the back.
Canyon's going to be called for a foul. Victoria Martinez on the far side trying to get loose for Canyons. She came out late in the first half. Play will go back to work here. This one shipped down the far side. Zarowski had it for a moment, but lost it out of play. So Canyons will have a throw in from their side of midfield. Garcia will get it to Marquez. Marquez couldn't get around Miranda. Glendale back the other way. Zarowski. Pass Goodman. Stevenson there. Canyon's going back the other way now off the throw in from Glendale. Marquez around one defender, trying to slip Striegel ahead. Striegel trying to chase onto it, but Reynoso out to gather it before she could get there. It's a good job by Molores to just stay with Striegel, make it a longer run for her.
Yeah, and Striegel does have the ability to continue to make those runs. She's a very in-shape player. But if it's not the right ball, you know, it is a wasted run, right?
There's Glendale trying to get a run of their own on the counter. Sarofsky tries to serve it into the middle, and Bench going to come out and collect it, as it was just by Moore who was cutting through the middle. First time we've seen Bench stay into the second half this season. Canyons has gone with a 2-goalie set coming into conference, but it seems as though Bench has earned the at least lead spot for now.
Yeah, that is the first time. That is a good observation.
Frederick had it and just kind of lost track of it for a second, had it taken away from her. Now she's going to be called for a foul. Little grab on Madison Messier from behind that forces it.
I think that was a more dangerous ball than from Glendale than the Cougars let up. I think they really could have capitalized on that opportunity. And that's one of those opportunities I was talking about, you know. A small breakdown in the back, and then it's a tied 1-1 game.
Glendale going to get a chance on a set piece here. Oloresa sends it to the top of the box. Vivian Martinez the clear away. First bounce collected by Pineda. Second touch, she'll just play it along her own bench and out of play. Sucks getting old, huh? Can't bend down, do the things we used to do. Whacked my back on the electrical box like an idiot. Victoria Martinez, excuse me, back in there to take over for Frederick. So Canyon's back to their starting set here. Glendale with a counter. Stevenson cuts it back to the middle, now cuts it to the outside. Tripped up for a second by Goodman. Will stay with it. Now she's knocked down from behind, and Glendale going to get a set piece from near the corner. Stevenson making things happen. Ansley Stevenson had a good first half in goal. And now we'll give Glendale a chance on a set piece here.
Pretty versatile player to be able to throw and keep her and do a good job there, and then throw her up top and have her work the other team's defense.
So now here's a look for Glendale. Low service, defended away. Striegel will play it out off of her foot, trying to defend a ball served back in by Glendale.
I think the intensity has picked up a little bit on each side. I think they both realized they had to do that for this game.
Remember, every conference win matters. Here's Striegel, a chance to try and cut in. Reynoso out to defend it away. That's very aggressive by Liliana Reynoso, the freshman out of Alhambra High School. Makes a nice play to take it away from a dangerous striker in Striegel.
That's a great little flick on from, I think it was Marquez in the middle. Just a little too far away from Striegel, and a great decision by Reynoso.
Seems like Canyon's willing to attack that center channel right now. Couple of good looks as here they go again.
Yeah, they have to test this keeper out.
Marquez couldn't get that one on the outside to Williamson. Garcia trying to step up to take it away from Hilario. She'll work to the outside. Garcia trying to stay right with her. Just kind of forcing Hilario towards the touchline on the near side. Hilario looking for some help. And now Williamson going to play it out. And Mari Kneisel with a touch here under the bench.
I always have to have one. Got to be a part of it.
I was going to steal it from you, but I didn't want to get knocked over.
Well, I would have.
Yes, I know.
I thought the first touch matters, and I'm going to get that first touch.
Yes, I know. That's why I just sat here patiently. Here's Glendale back the other way. Lexi Miranda with it. Down to Sorovsky. She's tripped up by Solar, who knocked it out of play. Good challenge from Solar not to get a card, got a lot of the ball. Just knocked it out to get a reset here.
I think the Cougars are a little bit shocked here by the way Glendale came out. They seem to have come out with a little bit more intensity and structure, and they've been able to move the ball.
Hasn't resulted in a really good opportunity on bench, but you know, we talked about the first half it being really 70-30 possession Canyons. It's been kind of the other way around here in the second half so far.
Yeah.
Glendale's had the better of the control.
Well, they've been able to take away those avenues the Canyons defense likes to use to move the ball forward, and Canyons will have to adjust from there, whether that's picking up the pace of how they play or moving it wider.
Monty 40 gets knocked down, so Canyons will get a free kick from just about the bottom mark of the circle on their side of midfield. Vivian Martinez going to be the one to drive this one away when she gets the opportunity here. Waiting for everybody to organize ahead. Marquez misses on first touch. Hilario able to knock it down. Got it to Messier. Her pass taken away by Garcia. Then Garcia tripped up and we'll get a whistle for a foul. Haven't had a lot of whistles today.
I think we might be seeing more of the second half with the way they are playing.
Solar going to take this one instead of Martinez. She'll send it high in the air towards the near side post. And Reynoso out. She gets run into by Williamson. I think Williamson took the worst of it. On a 50-50 ball. No worse for the wearers. We'll play on.
They kept the Jets at 9 points.
Monty 40 a takeaway. Gets it back to Vivian Martinez. Now Marquez. Vern Martinez play catch for the moment.
Again, we can see them closing down those avenues that Canyons defense likes to play through in the middle. And Canyons can play wide, and we're seeing it right now.
Victoria Martinez gets in the middle. Striegel tries a left-footed turnaround that goes wide. Had a good pace on it, just was well wide of the goal. That started off of Martinez on an attack from the outside where she just cut to the middle with the left foot.
Yeah. And that is going to be the Canyons is adjusting, right, to Glendale and the way they're defending them. And we're seeing that in real time, like Martinez cutting in. like that when she's usually a straight-on attacker.
Glendale trying to find a counter here. Sarofsky able to knock Goodman away from the ball and pick it up, running back the other direction. Goodman trying to challenge and take it back from her and does. Keeps it on the touchline on the far side. Got it to Solar. Ahead Madera, but Madera unable to collect the first touch cleanly. Goodman able to collect the rebound pinball, but her pass picked off by Hilario. Played to Stevenson. Middle of the field. Moore defended away. Now Marquez going to relieve some pressure, trying to get it to Monteforti on the near side. Monteforti ahead. Marquez trying to spring Striegel here. Ball just checked up a second. Striegel able to take it. Now takes a shot that just misses the far post. As she got it by Reynoso, had to dive back to her right as Striegel was working to Reynoso's left and just missed.
Almost thought she got a hand on that, but must not have. No one's complaining.
So Canyons with another good attack, that time on a counter. If that ball doesn't check up on Striegel, I think she's behind the defense with enough pace to really have just Reynoso to beat. Glendale trying to find a counter of their own.
No one's forgetting this. No one's forgetting this. I don't let them.
Bench trying to keep that one in play. Could not. It's a corner coming for Glendale. Sarofsky's initial service was knocked away by Solar. So Glendale a chance to get a set piece going here.
I think Moore was in an offside position too when that ball was played, so I'm surprised they let the... I know she didn't touch it, but still think she affected the play having Bench come out.
So Glendale looking for the equalizer here, trailing 1-0. Canyon's only goal, Ashley Striegel, 35th minute, her 6th of the year.
And they're playing Martinez and Striegel high right now. Normally it's one player up, but they have both of them up there, which really could work to their advantage here.
Trying for a 2-on-3 counter here with Striegel working with the ball, trying to run around the Glendale defense. Now we'll just lay it off to Williamson on the near side as she comes forward. Williamson from the top of the 18, a shot that Reynoso dives down and makes a save with her knees and collects.
Yeah, it could be a really, I mean, it is a great team up top of Striegel and Martinez if we do have counters, but you do have to be aware of your offside position on that. Martinez went forward and she was like 5 yards offside, and that immediately takes her out of the play, leaving Striegel 3-on-1.
Moore and Solar there, both very aggressive to a loose ball. Neither really won it clean. Canyons was able to come away with it. Goodman in the middle, Marquez with pressure from behind. Too much on that one as she tried to pace it back to the middle to Martinez. And Reynoso will just collect. Canyons will come late on the pressure, so she picks it up.
And this is one of those times, if you're high pressing, like Canyons likes to do, you don't let them out of there. Kind of jog in on the front line there to defend, and that's got to be a high press type of defending.
Solar back to collect here as the ball came back on the Canyon side of midfield. Bench able to play it. Now Vivian Martinez. Nobody there on a run. Her sister was coming back towards her, and Madera was just kind of standing still on the far side waiting to see what developed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if someone told her to send it or she just thought she saw something.
There's a step up from Goodman. Glendale gets a takeaway though, clears it out onto the near or on the far side in front of the Canyons bench, and will, I believe, get a substitution here. Gigi Monteforti, I believe, coming off. Is Paige McGee going to take over for her on the near side of the field? So first time we've seen McGee today.
Yeah, they took Goodman off and moved Monteforte to the other side.
Yes, you're exactly right. That's what they did. They took Goodman off.
Might be giving her a little bit of a break there. She's been working.
There's McGee to get a throw in on the near side. There's Williamson now. Got it to Martinez. Lays it off to Striegel on the near side. Striegel trying to get it down to the end line. Cuts around one defender. Sends it low. Blocked back out to her. Just on the outside of the box. Now up top. Marquez. Now with the left foot. Strikes it on. And she scores. Marquez with the left foot. And Canyons has a 2-0 lead.
I'm glad to see her get one of those. She's been working to get one for a little bit here. Last year she played up top. She was primarily a forward.
Second goal of the year for Marquez. Striegel will get an assist on it. And it was kind of a ball that pinballed on the first pass.
Mm-hmm.
And a good job by Marquez to really even settle it down.
Yeah.
Drives it in. Comes in the 66th minute.
It's exactly what I was hoping she was going to do. She did exactly what she was supposed to do and placed her left shot right where the keeper could not see.
So we'll take a timeout. 23:40 to go. Canyons with a 2-0 lead after the goal from Marquez just a few moments ago. Two 0 Canyons as we come back in after the Marquez goal just a few moments ago.
But then I also have the Steelers. How many carries did Dodger have? Not more than 12.
Just wait on Glendale to get back out on the field here. So we'll go back to work now.
Gonna come back.
Lady Cougars with a 2-0 lead. And after some good effort from Glendale early on in this second half, that goal kind of takes the wind out of their sails here.
It might, yeah, it might.
Exactly what Canyons really need. And remember, Canyons has shut out Glendale the last 4 times these two teams have played. They've scored 27 unanswered goals, trying to make it 5 in a row and 5 straight shutouts. So here's Williamson. A little too soft on the left foot, didn't have enough curl on it. Was maybe a little bit out of her reach on the shot.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. When she gets the ball and she kind of slowly starts to go and then kicks it into high gear, and people aren't ready for that. And she just has the touch on the ball where she can just slip it past you and move through traffic. And I think once she gets her confidence in her shooting, I think she's just going to be one of those lead goal scorers. It's going to be natural for her.
That one just bounces away from Garcia. Glendale back the other way. Angie Garcia with it on the outside, trying to get it to the middle of the field to Moore. Moore just chips one towards goal. And Bench going to let it roll out of play. Remember men's soccer coming up at 6:30? College of the Canyons and Chaffee here from the Cougar soccer facility. One of our last doubleheaders of the year. Confirm that. Only 2 more left on the schedule, actually, November 8th and November 15th. Those will both be conference matchups. And yet to start their conference season. Will come for a couple more games. They play Desert here at home on Friday, and then they start their conference season against Antelope Valley on the 15th. And that's due to the WSC South having one less team in the men's division than the women's division. Might be 2, actually.
I think you're right.
It's 2 less. LA Valley and West LA both play in the Western State Conference South Division on the women's side. Neither team has, or neither school has a program on the men's side. Canyon's able to clear away that set piece. Striegel just drop kicks it well out of play, or well out of the range of anybody, and just relieves the pressure. Remember, on Friday on the Cougar Sports Network, we've got volleyball in action for you once again.
That was almost very dangerous.
Got an audible gasp from everybody.
Yeah, just a little bit of a late dive in there with a header, which always is a scary move.
So as we were saying, women's volleyball on Friday against Glendale's conference season starts for the Cougars. Right now, scheduled to do women's volleyball next Wednesday, but we'll see. That's up in the air right now. And then women's soccer. And on the 11th, followed by men's soccer on the 15th. And then homecoming football on the 17th of October against El Camino College. If you want the full schedule, cocathletics.com, or where you found us here on YouTube, the Cougar Sports Network. It'll be all up there for you. This ball played down. Striegel going to get a chance here inside the box on a bounce. Now tries service. It bounces off the crossbar after Reynoso got a hand on it and goes out of play. Victoria Martinez was right there.
She was ready. Yeah, if she hadn't have got her hand on that, Martinez would have put that right in the back of the net. It's a great touch by Reynoso.
Corner kick coming for Canyons. Sophia Solar going to drive this one.
I heard you.
Obviously, Washington State works. Colorado State.
Great step out for Reynoso there. Handling that ball, handling the situation.
Takes away a corner opportunity really from Canyons. Tries to drive it out. Vivian Martinez a good step up. Now Marquez steps over a player and lays it off to Solar. Solar, low service towards the box, defended away. Canyons will have a throw-in. Williamson looked like she might be the one to throw it in, but instead McGee going to run forward. Canyons trying to add here. Just a 2-0 lead. Very slim margin. But well in control at the moment. That one hit the corner flag and stays in play. Everybody kind of just stopped moving. Striegel tries to send a low cross. Then Marquez off the pinball tried to one-touch it.
Doesn't happen too often.
I think it's the first time I've ever seen that. Glendale trying to get a clear here. Martinez going to be whistled for a foul. She knocked over Yusefian.
Seems to be in a great amount of pain there.
She kind of went down hard on her right knee here. So that'll bring Patty Villanueva, the athletic trainer for College of the Canyons, out to check on her. While they check on her, we'll step aside for a moment. So Liliana Yusufian getting some help off from Patty Villanueva. She'll be in good hands. We'll get substitution for the injury, and we'll go back to work. So that'll definitely add some time on here in the second. Canyon's going to make a substitution in goal. Annabella Gonzalez is going to come finish this off. So bench plays the majority of the second half. And now you bring a goalie who's been sitting on the bench in for the stretch run here in Annabella Gonzalez, sophomore out of Pete Knight High School. First touch from Vivian Martinez. Striegel then volleys it ahead, but Victoria wasn't ready for it. She was actually looking behind for it still. Glendale going to try and counter. Solar going to stop that in its tracks. Got it to Victoria Martinez. Drops it off to Striegel. Striegel, a right-footed strike from deep, looking for the near post, and just missed. Striegel not afraid to fire away.
I'm here for it. Keep taking shots.
We could certainly track them.
Canyons with a 2-0 lead. Here's Garcia.
A fantastic touch away from the defender.
Got it to Madera.
The defender was still in front of her.
Now to Victoria Martinez at the top of the box. Goes off her foot, but right to Striegel, whose shot was blocked. Oloreza was the one there to block it. Now Striegel using her body to get the ball back again. Trying to lay it off to Williamson. Instead, pinballs towards Victoria Martinez. Her pass was an attempt towards Marquez, but didn't have nearly enough pace on it and allowed Hilario to take it away. Couple of good instances of body control by the Cougars that time to get takeaways. This one just takes a high bounce over Solar. That's going to force Vivian Martinez to make a long run to stop Gianna Moore, and she does. And then Martinez able to create a throw-in off the far side of the field. That's really, really strong play from the sophomore.
Yeah, and I was going to say, she took away the corner kick opportunity as well. It was great defending.
Came from all the way in the middle of the field after that ball. Just took really an unfortunate high bounce off the turf over Solar. Now Canyon's a bad turnover by Marquez that time. Needs to try and recover, and she's going to get some help. It's Alexa Garcia going to get it. Sends it ahead to Victoria Martinez. Martinez and Hilario bumping together. Martinez still with it. Still has Hilario on her back. Tried to get it around Messier. Could not. And now a whistle for a foul. A late whistle. As they say, Martinez was knocked down. Solar sends this one towards the top of the box. Oloreza defends the first one away. She gets it back off of the foot of Marquez. McGee trying to step up. Garcia there as well. This play continues on. There's Striegel. Striegel to Williamson on the near side. Williamson with room. Service through the box. Misses over the net. Didn't have enough bend back to the middle of the field.
Even then, we might have only had one option available for her in the final, or in the 6-yard box, I guess.
Got it. Thank you.
I was trying to remember.
your brain
yeah.
cramped for a second there.
My coach from college, from Gonzaga, used to call it something, and I was just about to say it, and then I completely forgot what it was called, what he would call.
Oh, you'll think of it later.
Yeah, when I'm
home.
Not on here.
Yeah, home. Getting ready to go.
Don't worry. Next time, guys, I'll have it for you.
Go down for the night. As McGee now with it for Canyons. Canyons with some wholesale changes up front for the moment. As Fimbres in there, along with Ashley Folgar. They took Vivian Martinez out. I believe Ashley Striegel went to the bench as well.
It'll be interesting. They were primarily the ones on the top line there making those runs through.
Here's Marquez. Ball bounces off of her shins as Glendale trying to defend, and now we'll get a whistle on Glendale called against Hilario, and it'll be a free kick from a dangerous spot for Canyons, a chance to set something here.
I'm down here. Oh, that's right.
Solar drives it towards the near post, but it's up over the goal.
I'm down here picking up the box. He looks lost 9 times out of 10 down there. He has this look on his face like, what just happened? Especially when the other team has 2 liberos and he's very confused. That was a nice man. Yeah, Ventura was rolling 2, and then he started rolling 2. And they just go on and on.
There's McGee going to get a takeaway. Or pass behind Garcia. Glendale will get a throw in here.
It's a check, ain't it?
So inspired.
Williamson gets knocked down on a good challenge. Lots of ball from Messier that time. Williamson tries to cut it to the outside and lost it. Well, frustration from Williamson after she lost that one out of play.
Yeah. It's not usual for her. I think that's why. To be fair, we have 4 minutes left in the game, and she's been making those runs the whole game.
I'm not on Glendale's side. Maybe about 3 minutes of injury time. Canyon's just content to keep this one along the touchline. Now Glendale going to throw one into the middle of the field. Wenz into the game, takes it away. Her pass was just too far ahead of Fulger. Glendale back the other way, but Solar just going to clear it back down into Glendale's half of midfield. Fimbres trying to chase onto it. Loose ball. Fimbres going to get there as Molaresa overran it. She'll dump it back to Williamson. Hilario right there to take it away from her. Then we'll send it ahead. Good job by Solar that time to defend.
Yeah, she knew that was her only option there. That's a good choice.
Monty 40 on the far side. Now Vivian Martinez. Good first touch by Fulger that time. Gets it back to Marquez. Near side McGee on an overlap. Drops it to Williamson. Williamson right-footed strike right into a body of one of the Vaqueros. And it goes out of play on the near side. Substitutions coming. Glendale going to get him here. Banuelos coming in. Looks like Margota coming in as well. And Saris onto the field. As Moore, Garcia, and Messier all coming off.
Thank you.
They gave the throw in to Glendale. I thought the ball went off of Glendale out of play.
Trying to go back to the
Yeah.
play.
Did I miss something? Doesn't
And no one seems to be complaining, so I guess
matter now, so we go back to play.
it's always the way to go when you're unsure. See what the players do.
There's Garcia now. Trying to get it down to McGee. Too far ahead of her. Ball sent to the middle of the field. Now cleared right back out to the near touchline. McGee just going to let it roll. Garcia taking off the ball. Vivian Martinez, though, able to help her out and recover it. Got it to Williamson. Her cross doesn't find Wentz. Cleared away, but Marquez will recover. Monty 40. As we get into the closing moments here of regulation. Williamson, good first touch. Couldn't do much with the second touch. Then Folger with a high boot to try and drive it over the top of Mullerez. A little dangerous there, but it goes out of play. No harm. Poked out by Canyons. Another throw in coming for Glendale. Vaquero's really trying to press here. Canyons has done a really good job to just slow the pace and keep everything on the perimeter, knowing they have a 2-0 lead.
And I did think we saw a change of pace for Glendale after that second goal. I think they did shut down a little bit on the offensive side of things, and that happens.
There's Williamson trying to get on an attack again. Williamson cuts it towards the end line. Now sends it across the box. It was just out of the reach of Folger and Fimbres. And Wenz on a late cut couldn't get there. And that will signal the end of the match. Canyons with a 2-0 win. They win for the 11th time in the last 14 contests in Western State Conference openers. The Cougars improved to 5-2 on the year. Glendale 4-3-1. College of the Canyons gets goals from Striegel and Marquez to take it. Final thoughts from you, Mari, for this one?
I think the Cougars, did what they needed to do. I think they could have done a little bit more and had more opportunities, but ultimately they got the win and in the 100-degree weather, and I was happy to see Glendale compete today.
Yeah, good match from both sides. Canyons comes out on top 2-0. As that'll do it for us here for the women's side. Switch over to the men's stream. We'll have that for you at 6:30 here on the Cougar Sports Network, College of the Canyons and Chaffee.
How'd that go?
Yeah.
Thank you. Great job today. We got the radio ironed out, right? You were on it. Thank you.